Yeah, it's I don't think I'm missing anything. Alright, cool. Feel weapon charts. Spell schools, all this background, randomizing character creation. Down. I wonder if I have anything in here that I haven't done yet. Well, man, Frost Goblin. I already implemented those. Yo, before the Evildoer creation kit, these are all like the bad guy, you know, things out. Not all of them, but most of the bad guy things that I was working on. I was gonna come up with a whole entire bestiary, and then I was just like, this is a lot. I need to just help people out and just let it so that they can make their own stuff. But yeah, anyway, wow, that's old. That's old. Where is? I need to find that random generator thing I was working on. The other one, because I liked it. Encounter. No, that's. I already. Yeah, that's that one. I already got that one up. Okay, well, perilous travel. But that's kind of. That's more optional than anything else. Cast characters, background ideas, bestiary, rules, Big Mouth Warrior. Still gotta do the Big Mouth Warrior archetype. Chaos Mage is being reduced down to a bond. Is this? No, that's the one I was already looking at. Okay. Evildoer Ides. Snow Goblins. Oh, Snow Goblins. That's even older! Before they were Frost Goblins, they were Snow Goblins. Jeez. Man, all this old stuff. Oh man, when it was still called Saturday Morning D&D. Jeez. Like, I intended to do some world building, and I'm searching for the files that I need, because I've got tons. I've got, let's see if I'd share this. I got this is just my concept, the ideas folder. This is where I'm concepting things for SMTT alone, Yes, that's listed as Brian because he's helped quite a bit come up with some concepts and harassing me and stuff. He has been the ultimate muse. You are a muse, Brian. Don't know if you're watching or not, but you're a muse. Cast characters. I can't wait to get to do the sorrows. They are so evil. No gear, magic, race. What the hell? I had another encounter generator. Oh, wait a minute. What if it's in my adventure ideas? These are just adventures. Folders of adventures. Ah, jeez. These aren't all specific to SMTT either. Some of them are for D&D, some of them are for the other settings that I have. Rat Collector, Rustfather, Thunderbird, Trap Ideas, Fourth Blade, Legend of the Beetle Knight. Is this? No, this is an actual adventure. Jeez. Alright. River's End. Murder Hobo Island. That's right. How could I forget a ridiculous name like Murder Hobo Island? That's it's a name that's just Let's find another song that'll be fun. What's another fun song? It's awesome. 2 hours of piano blues. Let's look. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, that's it. We're listening to 2 hours of blues because we're sad. Alright. Thread blank, 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 blank. So if I do a D12, right? Where's I've got a blank page? No, I need a blank page. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the blank page for this. Just, you know. Because I'm working on Burtonville right now. The Burtonville workup. Oh, it made it to 11 pages. I thought I was gonna get everything in 10. Jeez. Yeah, well, what I kind of want to do is use the information that I supplied here and have a couple of random generators to sort of help expedite, you know, moving a game along. Or generating, you know, quest ideas and stuff. Maybe I should move beyond Burtonville to one of the other areas. Or not. Let's see. So I want to do it in table format because, you know, tables are awesome and I love tables. So I don't know how many whatevers, but love doing them like that. Counters. All 1d12. This way you can have all in one roll or do it separately if you want. But yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only half the things I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna do that lasers and feelings type of generator, right? Because that was cool. I like that. I enjoyed it. And I'm using a D12 instead of. Boom, boom. So, alright. Come on now, don't you do that to me. think.
And the point is to fill in the blanks.
Alright, now that everything is even, let me... Alright. I wonder how many... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You say you don't know what the fucking blues is all about. But I bet my last money that I'm having is house and I'm having blues. Yeah, they know what it was all about. I got the blues, baby. Oh, I got the blues. And it's all right with me. Hey, I got a deal with it. I got a roll with it.
Alright, hold on. Just gonna drop this down here so I can see what I'm working with. Maybe that's how I should do it. That'll reduce the amount of size I need to play with. Like most common, uncommon, and then allow you to pick between one of those. Just to start, just to start it off. Like, let me grab a D12, right? Copy this for a second, bust it down, so it's easier to see. So there's 1, 2, 3. 3 divided by 12 is 4. Right? So if we just go most common. Alright, so if this is the case, you know what I'm saying? What do you think? Something like that. So we roll a d12. So that's something that's most common. I mean, not as like the very specific rules, but you know, like fast and loose. Because if you want to choose, pick and choose, just to get people started, right? I gotta delete that. Ugh. Whatever. All right. Pass the time talking.
Learn from everyone. That's what life is for. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn.
Nah, we need something better. You know?
Some say yes, some say no. Some keep wait and see which way we ain't gonna go. But don't you let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember you're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you down.
This is Critica. Steal from.
I say things sound strange to you. I might preach the gospel. I believe it's true. I can't let nobody drag my spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, I'm walking up to heaven. Won't let nobody turn me around. I can't let them turn me around. You might slip, side, know you might slide. Stumble and fall down the roadside. But don't you ever
I think this will just be the basic
drag your
thing.
spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around.
How that happened, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, is that what happened? Oh, golly. It numbered it? Is that what it did? Oh, you monkey's uncle. I don't know what's going on with this table right now, but it's bugging out. It can't handle the jazz, the blues, jazz blues. It's all what it is. Does this still say cartography stuff? Because I am not doing cartography stuff. There we go. gotta update, you know what I'm saying? This needs to be longer. So apprehend or capture, right? Worship is already in there, right? Yeah. What else? Maybe befriend. That's a weird one. Interesting. How did I just me and my accidental keystroke? Oh my gosh. Befriend A. I think this will just be the normal random encounter thing. Cut. I like this too much. Because, I mean, with every region having a table, this generator just refers to a table and then some actions. So you can get a different variety of things. Brian! What up, Bree? What up, B? How you doing, bro? This is that. Remember, I was working on the Burtonville setting thing. This is me still working on it. I was going to create a random encounter generator specific to Burtonville, but I've come across this idea, which I think is the best idea, because using this as a basis, you could generate encounters of all different types. All different types. And I like that. You know, like, if I break out a D12, or just all my dice, not all my dice, but all types, anyway, doesn't matter, shut up. D12, and I roll a D12, right, I rolled a 5, you know, so rolling once, a 5. So a common creature wants to give unlife to something that'll something, right? So going back up, if you're in Burtonville proper, common creature is like Tinker Gnomes, Nazari, Dwarves, or any one of the constables, right? So, for an interesting thing, let's say one of the constables wants to give unlife to something that was something and something. You know, that part's I'm gonna enter. But, you know, if it was Old Town, a common creature in Old Town, alright, half-orcs, high and mighty elves, yetis, dwarves, drunken roughnecks, sailors, stray pets. Let's say a yeti wants to give unlife to something. How's that? Is that better? Is it the music coming in over my speakers through my mic, or the music that is just being broadcast straight through? Like, I muted the music now. I don't hear any of the music. Is that better or no? It's not better for me. I like that music. I'm gonna listen to it at least that much, because I want to hear it. Yeah, you can still hear it. When I muted it, it was so that. All right, I'll just lower it from the broadcaster. That's got to be near inaudible. How's that? Is that better? All right, awesome. So going with the the common creature that wants to build unlife, you can make it like a Yeti wants to bring unlife to something. We don't know what the something is yet, but I'll get to that. The point is, like, just to start a story, Hell, you can instead say, the Jenkins boys want to give unlife to something. You could pick and choose whatever you want, but I think I like where this is going. As far as a tool for generating quests, stories, arcs, ideas, and as a master generator. Because this way I only need one. Alright, as long as I have just one, I could reduce on the ridiculous number of tables, charts, tables. And I said tables twice, because, yeah. But, if I could reduce on that to maximize the efficiency of it, would be just great. Now, befriend, steal, become, what should I got the last one. The options are, the creature type wants to either defeat or kill, desecrate, create, steal from, become make a contract with a, worship a controller, give unlife to, trying to make it so that it creates like a sentence. Apprehend or capture a, befriend and something else. I don't know. I don't have all 12, but I like the idea of having it as a 12. See, this I don't even need anymore, this blank. Pull up Murder Hobo Island. Okay. A child. Children. A god. Dragon. Village. Complete village. King. Church. Titan. Titan. Huh. No. I think that could change. Oh man. See, now I'm thinking. Now we're cooking with fire. What if table 1, the creature, least common, common, and most common, what if I ported that over to the third roll as well? So, like, if it was a common creature, wants to give unlife to a... That's a D20. Where's the D12? Wants to give unlife to a least common creature, right? So, going under... the Burtonville Newtown, a constable, right? This is the Old Town District. Where's Newtown? There it is. So a constable monkey's uncle. So a constable wants to give unlife to a high and mighty elf. Yes, no, maybe. Because in Eldritch Horror, I mean, this is all interesting. Because you still have a child, children, a god, a dragon, a village. king. Right, church. Titan, Eldritch Horror. Huh. Or take this and right, roll on table 1 creature, which would be this one. Or not table, column. What the? Why does that? It looks weird to me. My brain. So yeah, roll on column 1 creature. This way we can integrate this. Then have some of these weird things. Right? So a demon, a soul reaver, or a devil. Right. Yes, no, maybe. One of the 4 elements? The elemental. Okay, hold on. I pressed copy, didn't I? Then I had delete. Then I go 1 down, and then I do this. This is what I'm gonna do. This is really what I'm gonna. How many was that? 3? 1, 2, 3. Just give it. Right. Just spatter that out. So this is pretty bad too, so put that there. This here. Okay. And then we'll enter that there. So, yeah. Whatever. I don't know what happened. Bugged out. All right. So let's say a constable wants to give unlife 2, and then we roll on the D12 thing. I rolled an 11. Just roll on table 1. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Constable wants to give on life to a whatever, to a common creature. Huh. God, dragon. How many times does that show up? 1, 2, 3. 3 is not a lot. So, loved one, rival, and the third could be what? Like, if it's a normal, one of those normal creatures, rolling on table 1, common, least common, most common. A loved one, a rival, like an arch enemy. Or what? A random stranger? A hated foe? All right, let me fill out all of the everythings here, if that's possible. If it's possible to do it right now, I would have a lot of fun. And then Brian, like, I know you've been working on Himmelster. You said that you had the common, least common, and most common. That'd be really cool to find out what your tables look like. And generate something. So let me continue porting over some of the Murder Hobo Island crap. Okay. What's the worst thing? Eh. C6. Make the plans of another possible. For those plans. Yeah, make the plans of another possible. Start the apocalypse. That's worth a 1 if you roll a 1. Create a stable tyranny. True. Yo, a balloon just flew by my window. Immortality. No, immortality. Why is that L there? I really can't. Me and words just don't work out well together. We don't dance well. We're not good dancing partners. Supposed to be a little bit up too, so I won't be very detailed. Send the region into another dimension. And then some, like not be very nice. Show how useless the heroes are. End horribly. Dimension. Should be there. And horribly. Show how you. Useless? Useless? That's why. Show how useless the heroes are. Not be very nice. Alright, I've got most of this stuff. Hey, Milky Pog, what's up? I feel like it's weird to have a third role on there because the effects would really depend on the first two roles. Like, befriending a village can't really give them immortality. Can it? Like, can't it? That's up to the way you interpret it as a GM. And, like, this random encounter roll is not to say you need to do what you roll. It's to get the inspiration to create something, right? Like, let's say befriending a village, right? Like, let's say a human wants to befriend a village, which will grant them true immortality, okay? What if this village is like the hidden village of, Fountain of Youth? Like, it's where the Fountain of Youth is. The village is hidden. They have the Fountain of Youth, right? And he wants to befriend the village. So befriend everybody in the village, which gives him access to this Fountain of Immortality, right? Like, I think that can happen. And what if this guy's like a bad guy? He's a bad guy who tries to be a threat and isn't because he's not powerful enough, but he's a good speaker, so he tends to like send other powerful guys after the heroes, right? And his ultimate goal is to make the heroes look like bad people so that he could befriend this village and drink of their Fountain of Immortality, so that he can realize the power of true evil because he can't die anymore. Like, it's its purpose is to get stuff like that going, and if you feel like you can't, then just re-roll, right? Like, D12, a 4, so a common creature again, let's say another one of the constables in Burtonville, right? Wants to. I'm just pooping on the constables. I don't know why. One of the Newtown constables wants to befriend really? Befriend a 8. What's an 8? Befriend a Titan. What the hell? Okay. Which will 5 create a stable tyranny. All right. I know poor Constable just wants some rest. I don't know why. Okay, so a common creature in, let's go to Old Town. Common creature of Old Town, right? Oh, that's Burtonville proper. Damn it! I just said I wanted to go to Old Town. I got everything like quick linked over here, bookmarked, and I'm still scrolling. Common half orc, high and mighty elf, dwarves, drunken roughneck sailor. All right. Maybe not a stray pet, right? Or maybe a stray pet wants to befriend a titan. Like, let's just say, Titan, the Pillars of Destiny. Oh, the possibilities. Yeah. All right. Let's just say that there's this stray dog from Burtonville's Old Town that for some reason, I don't even know how, right, wants to befriend a titan. All right. So think of what is it? The FBG, BFG, that movie where the little girl befriends a giant, right? A stray dog wants to befriend a titan. So let's say it's a child. All right. The titan is a child. It befriends this titan child, and it'll end in a stable tyranny because the child goes to Burtonville and wants to make sure that there will never be a lonely puppy dog ever again, right? Like, it's up to you. It's up. You can just re-roll and change it or whatever. Again, you know, could be a drunken roughneck sailor wants to befriend a titan. Or maybe you just pick and choose instead of rolling. You know? It's not, I'm not trying to do like the end all be all, this is how you generate encounters. It's just, you know, a little bit of inspiration for some fun, wacky stuff like that. A stray dog wants to befriend a titan. That's, a drunken sailor kind of makes a little bit more sense though, right? Like, these drunken roughneck sailors hears these stories. Maybe there was a story of a child titan lost amongst, you know, the Forgotten Peaks. I'm saying all these things, but let's look at the map, right? Like, let's just say, you know, there's a titan lost in the Forgotten Peaks. They hear a story and they want to befriend this titan, right? Because the drunken sailor has drunken delusions of power and wants to be like the captain. The captain of all the seas in foreverness, right? So now you have this drunken sailor backed by the power of a titan that takes, you know, basically takes control of the entire western coast of Abidu, right? From, let's say, from Trelane all the way around the Shadowwood to the Dragon's Gulf and whatever, you know, and he takes control, and that's what happens. Any point, you know, maybe the players could try to stop the sailor, like they get the rumors. Maybe the sailor's already taken control. They've got to defeat him and the Titan. Or maybe this drunken sailor has, like, this stable tyranny that's all throughout the Bay of Ravens down to Trelane. But once he comes around to try to mess with Mitzelberg, you know, and forcing people to follow him, the dragons, Yajat and Zazat, inside of the Dragon's Gulf are like, these are our followers. And they start a war between the twin dragons and this Titan. You know, there's things, like, you just start off with ideas or something. Or maybe instead of the dragons, you know, Mitzelberg is, this area is where they have a lot of gnome technology, and they got these things called golem knights, or, golem pilots, golem armor pilots. And golem armor is like mecha suits for gnomes, for small creatures. So you have like this army of mecha fighting this Titan, and like you have to find and defeat. Like you're the surgical strike team. There's stuff. You see, like, you see how it gets the mind going, right? Like that's all I want to do. I want to help get the mind going. You know, and leave it ambiguous enough so that, you know, you can interject whatever you want in there. Like, it doesn't have to be a king or ruler. It could be someone specific, you know, like a hag, just cause, you know, like, hey, you want to befriend a hag, which will end horribly, right? Like, it's just something. Or instead of like a creature, maybe you want to steal something from some of the other columns and you know, mess them up. Like instead of column 1, you roll on column 3, column 2, then column 3 again, and then column 4. Like, hey, a god. So one of the gods wants to 12. I don't even have a 12. Jeez. All right, let me. Okay, a 4 instead. So a god wants to steal from a demon, soul reaver, or devil. So let's say a god wants to steal from a devil, which will not be very nice. Okay, we can re-roll that though, just cause, you know, it's your choice. Which will grant them true immortality. I mean, they're already a god. But let's say start the apocalypse, cause, you know. I mean, all of this would be fleshed out a little bit more as I get more some. Yeah, that would be. That would not be very nice, you know. But like, see, I've got some of them, right? No, it's not adventure ideas. We gotta go back to settings and set the morning tabletop. I'm talking about text ideas. No, powerful figures. All right, Godseed, because the Godseed is a god. Balanas, Indra, Yazet, Hellblaze, Cold Snap, Relaunch, Silver Order, Scotty, Benjamin Brownie. Jeez, this is not the right one. Ideas would be my eyes. Creeping encounter. I've got too much to look through right now. But all right, there's one of the gods is Indra, right? It's a female, it's a goddess that tends to take the form of a lightning cat, right? In the world of Gemini. And let's say, in the world of Gemini, demons, soul reavers, and devils are all a little bit different. Like a demon is a soul that has gained power by eating other souls. A soul reaver is a mortal who has gained power by eating other souls. And when you kill a soul reaver, they become a demon. Now a devil is a fairy, a fae, who has gained power by eating other souls, you know, the souls of mortals. All right, so we're talking about like a fae soul reaver, a demon, right? Against like, what's a good one? What's a good fairy? Like really twisted, you know, hell, just a demon that represents like the worst, the most twisted version of a tooth fairy. Let's just say. Right? So you got Indra, this lightning cat, that wants to steal something from this evil, twisted tooth fairy. And whatever, maybe it'll start the apocalypse, right? It'll start a war between Indra and this tooth fairy, which will result in the destruction of all life. It's just terrible. You know, whatever. Just whatever. Maybe it's a localized apocalypse. It's the apocalypse for the region, you know. Which, do I got the region map? Yeah. Which, this is the region map for Abaddon now. You know. So Brian, you got Himmelstur, you know, the Plains of Hilda, the Azuri Wilds. Mitzelberg is now within the realm of Eisenkunst. Then they have Vondor, the Knights of Valoria, the Ilori Republic, and Tablos, and Trelane, and New Haven, and Stormgrim Isles. This is just one. This is just one continent. This is gonna be like, when I get this done, it's gonna be so fun, because this is the Eastern Hemisphere, which is about a third of the continents, a third of the major places. Right? No. Is it a third or is it half? I gotta get the rest of the map. That's what I gotta do. Anyway. Shut up. We're stuck here. We're stuck in this little place. Stop. See, I'm losing my focus is what it is. I do this. I just get creating, and I want to create more, this and that and the other thing. All right. Let's make sure this table has everything filled out, right? So blah 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 blah. 6 needs to be filled out with something, and oh, what? This is an extra row? This is not supposed to be there. Okay. So I'm missing wants to, no, the 12, and then I'm missing 6 for which will. 6 and 10, actually. So a creature wants to, what should number 12 be? We have apprehend, capture, give unlife 2, defeat or kill, defeat, destroy, kill, desecrate, create. Should I put give birth? Right, like give, create is kind of like giving birth. Like, you can interpret create as giving birth, so no. Oh, resurrect. Would resurrect fall under create? Like, could I combine those two, because they're almost similar concepts, either create or give unlife. But I think it would go under whatever. We're gonna put it down for now. What? I can't type. Me in words. Oh, jeez, really? Resurrect. Yeah, whatever. Resurrect. Oh my gosh. So we need 2 more for which will, which will blank, which will start the apocalypse, which will end horribly, which will show how useless the heroes are. What about which will be a great prank? What about that? Which will be a great prank. Like what we rolled before, like a god wants to steal from a devil, which will be a great prank. Cause a natural disaster. Yeah, I mean, a natural disaster is kind of horrible. So I think it would go under end horribly, but whatever. We could cause a natural disaster. How? Wow, that's a really interesting thing. Like, how would some of this result in causing a natural disaster? Wait. Case, no cause. Anger Gemini, right? And then in parentheses, cause a natural disaster, because Gemini is the world, but the world is conscious. Because in the game, you can be a wayfarer and actually communicate with Gemini. Alright, so that means I've got 1 blank space left. One blank space left. And it's got to be, like, not too specific. But, tsunami. Very little to no. Yeah, you know what? I like that. That's ridiculous. And this is SMTT, so a little bit of ridiculousness is always welcome. have little to no effect. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Write down encounter. So let's have some fun, right? So let's say, well, on 11, one of the most common features. Let's just go with a human, right? In Newtown, a human. So a human wants to become a 8. Wants to become a human wants to become a Titan, which will 8 have little to no effect. A human wants to become a Titan, which will have little to no effect. I guess him just wanting to become a Titan wouldn't have. But think about this for a second. Like, if a human wants to become a Titan and it'll have little effect, probably because he can't become a Titan. Imagine what kind of character that would have in the game. Like, you've got one of these guys in Newtown. It's probably a little bit of a drunkard. You know? Maybe he's visiting or whatever on his search for becoming a Titan. You know? And he's like telling everybody, I'm gonna become a Titan. I will be large and in charge. And he's just, the only thing that he's doing is being annoying. But, you know, maybe that generates an NPC for you to use in your games or something. I like it. Okay, let's see something else. A 1. So least common. Let's say a changeling, right? A changeling wants... they want to make a contract with. So a changeling wants to make a contract with 11. With a hated foe. What? So 1 and 3. Common. A changeling wants to make a contract with its hated foe. So its hated foe is a dwarf, right? Which will... 11. Which will send the region into another dimension. Oh my gosh. Why would these hated foes be working together to send the entire region into another dimension? Well, at least the good thing is we have a region map, so so the region of Toblos will be sent to another dimension. Oh my goodness. Imagine that just boop, gone. Interesting. Alright, so you got a changeling that wants to send the region to another dimension. How would that's an encounter because he's trying to make a contract with a hated foe, with this dwarf. Let's say this dwarf is you know, a dealer of rare and powerful artifacts. Or let's say this dwarf, you know, he's a smuggler and happens to have a very rare, very powerful artifact. And this changeling has identified this artifact, but instead of trying to steal it from the dwarf, because they're hated foes and, you know, if he gets caught, he'll probably get his throat slit, he tries to make a contract with it, with this guy, and the players know of this rare and powerful artifact as well. And they know, you know, that they discover that the changeling has ill intent, right? Like, the changeling wants to go back to the fairy realm because changelings are fae, you know, and they think that they don't fit in well here. And he's like, I don't fit. I want to go back to the fae realm. I'll be home there. I know it. Right, like, he's a whiny little punk, and he wants to send the entire realm there with him, so they know how it feels to be outsiders. I don't know why I made the changeling a little. Just shut up. Yeah, but anyway, I like it. I like it. You know? Or let's do that whole thing where you don't roll on the creature table, you roll on the 3 table twice. So a 4, a loved one. I don't want to roll on that one. A 10. A church. Alright? So a church wants to befriend a 10. So one church wants to befriend another church. which will 5 which will create a stable tyranny. You know what? Let's do church and cult. That way right? So instead of a church, like you could think of one cult wanting to befriend another one, right? So king, ruler / despot. Village, town, settlement. Dragon. A deity. Instead of God, a deity. Because God's, so a deified figure of that power is something different. God has different connotations, right? Alright, so a cult wanting to befriend a cult wants to befriend another cult, or a church wants to befriend a cult, which will create a stable tyranny. Wow. That's that could be like one of the figures is the Night Mother, Nyx, right? And the history of Nyx is so much extraness. The history is that Gemini is a twin world, right? It exists. Its existence is in 2 dimensions, right? So Gemini lives in 2 dimensions, but the face of Gemini is different in both dimensions. Now, in the early days of Gemini, it was identical. There was fairies and dragons in both realms. But in the realm in which the players exist, Nyx was a native fae that fell in love with the stars, with the stellar beings. And her love was unrequited, spurned. She did the whole, oh yeah, I don't belong up there? Well, neither do you. Pulled one of them down. So that stellar being is now known as the God Seed on the face of Gemini. And the God Seed continued to spurn her and be like, I'm better than you. So, Nyx, to do what she did, had to gain power. So she started stripping the power from other fae. Devouring their essence, which gave birth to the first mortals. The first mortal creatures on the face of this version of Gemini was because Nyx. It also created the Endless Sea, because mortals would die and they would move on as souls, and souls generate the mana of the world. So, mana, magical power, is mostly derived from soul energy, and she caused a cascading effect which changed the face of Gemini. So what if it's like the Church of the Night Mother wants to befriend uh, like the cult of something, you know, the cult of the Dragon King, or the cult of Hellblaze, right? Hellblaze is a dragon that wants to be a god, but he's not quite that powerful. So the cult of Hellblaze, to create a stable tyranny, right? To create an eternal night over a realm that can only be illuminated by, you know, the fires of the faithful, you know, the worshippers of Hellblaze. I don't know. Just, you know, something to inspire and start stuff. I'm starting stuff. I want to write just whole new things now, and I can't because I need to stay focused. Focus on me. Dude, focus on me. Anyway, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. I think this works. I think this really, really works. Whoa. No, I want it bold. I want it bold, baby. Baby. Mm-hmm. Let's see if this gets a little too big. Focus on me. Ah, jeez. Come on, mouse, work with me. Making music all night long. Ooh. Nope. Stop. Stop with your keystroking. 2, 4, 6. Now this is just me, you know, trying to prettify this, make it easier to read and follow. You know. See, but now it's 12 pages, and it will be 12 pages. That kind of can't fit there. But this is not precious to Burtonville. This just works. This works regardless. Make sure everything is sitting the way I want it to. I really like this. I'm going to copy this table over. No. It's all night long. So. Boom. There we go. And I'm going to save this. And you're not going to get saved there. Alright, hold on. I got a lot of stuff to go through because I have tons of files. D. Alright, where's my RPG settings? Gotta find SMTT because I have like 4 dozen settings. Text. Should this be... Let's just put... Save that there. All right. With the generator done, I thought that was gonna take so much more time. Then again, I thought I was gonna be like, oh well, you know, roll the encounter generator for Old Town, and this is the Burtonville proper counter generator, and then we move into the Endless Fields encounter generator. Which, I mean, yeah. Oh, but would that be a thing like this? The deity, dragon, demon, soul reaver, loved one, village, town, settlement, king, ruler. Nah, because you could replace that by just rolling against here, the creature thing. So instead of rolling 3 twice, you could roll 1 twice, which is already built into this, but yeah. I think I know what to do. I think I know what to do. I gotta just keep on writing stuff. So this is not random encounters, you know. Burtonville, just a normal generator. Come on, come to daddy. Come up here. Oh yes, look, how you doing? It's cut off. Shadow Crows, yes, you've missed. Possible events. But get rid of that. Ugh, you sucker! You just don't want to fit on one page right now. I want there to be a space. Oh, there's not even a space there? Oh, you suck. There's got to be a space after every one of those because I want it to be. That's 2 spaces. Okay. This is just me checking up on my own stuff right about now. Sound of Ego. I mean, the headings are wrong. They're not the right headings. It's not the right layout. Well, not what I mean by layout is, you know, it doesn't look 100%. It doesn't look really like how I want all of the SMTC stuff to look. But I'll get there. I'll get there by switching the heading settings and stuff around. So we've got. Let's go all the way down real quick to the encounter generator, and let's make this heading 1, so it's not, or just the title. Where's the title? There we go. Throw title on there. That way it's not. Oh, really? Fine. This thing's title's not set up the right way, but not the way I like. Heading 1. So common peoples, locations. This is Burtonville proper. Common peoples and locations of Old Town. What I want to do is I want to move that first. Burtonville proper before Old Town. Burtonville proper. Now that one's not. Stop. Get it done first, and worry about everything that's prettifying it. The structure later. Just get all the writing down, dude. So. No. District description, Burtonville proper. Didn't I? Beginner's goods, beyond Here's man. That's Newtown stuff. Yeah. Why is it didn't work? It usually works that way. District description. Page 7. Page 2. Oh, is it because of history? Yeah, history. this should not be here. All right. That's the basic history. All right, good. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost because I'm like, I messed up. I need to fix it, you know. Concentrating a little too hard, I guess. So let's save. Make sure all this is saved. All right. So that there's major areas in Tablas. All right, let's close this. I want to do some housekeeping really quick. So new folder, regions. And then a new folder for the region of Tablas. Burtonville has got to go there. Paste. All right, some of the other places. Oh, Burtonville 1 didn't come? I mean, I'm not really using this the first right up, but it's good to just be in the right spot. So, a new Word document, which is, what else is in there? I mean, the Sea of Mists is separate. Like, that's just a sea that goes very far. I mean, it has its own specifics. That's not part of the Talos region specifically. There's the, what I was going to call it, it was the Shadow of Crows, right? Shadow of Crows. Let's go to the map. No, the map. Oh yeah, Squirrelwood. So Haydenville is a place. Then there's Squirrelwood. Squirrelwood. I really didn't include Ravenholm in Tablas. You know, Ravenholm is part of Eisenkunst, but it's still not really part of that empire. It's one of those things that's just by itself. The Bay of Ravens. Probably describe it when I do the Bay of Ravens. What else? There's Two Rivers Forest. Is that here? That's here. Two Rivers Forest. Then there's the Frost Garden. That needs to be thinged. Then there's the Frost Garden. Does the Wolfwood have the Haunted Woods? The Haunted Woods is more, not really specific to the region, but just part of an adventure. I think we can leave it at that. What else is there? What else is there? Let's go to the other map so I can see the details a little bit more. So I got the Frost Garden, got the Two Rivers Forest, all of the Squirrelwood, Haydenville, Burtonville. Alright. Yeah, alright. Right? Yeah. I'm just to myself. No. The wrong thing. Then I'll make a town generator. A tin town. Oh, nah. Town is a location generator. This way for like the smaller towns, because Burtonville is like a staple, right? Haydenville is a small town, but it's important to its location. The Frost Garden is pretty big, pretty important. There's things happening in the Frost Garden. That's the realm of the Frost Goblin King. The Shadow of Crows is very important to the history and some of the things happening in that region. The Squirrelwood as well. So all the little miniature things, like small little towns, the independent trade outposts, band encampments, that'll be in the location generator. And I think this... Oh yeah, this is all Abidu. But this is all Tablos. Abidu shouldn't be in there. Abidu is the freaking continent. That's the whole continent. Then we have the regions. Toblos is a region. I think I'm missing something, so... what is this? Large events. Just for now, I'll call it large events. Because one of the things... Brian, if you're watching this, may or may not be a spoiler. One of the things about Burtonville is that it's just on the Sea of Mists. The Sea of Mists has stuff, right? Like it's caused by an eternal magic which has created the boiling sea and spilled over to the Sea of Mists as well as Siren's Call, right? So there's a lot of magical stuff happening. One of the things is that I want the fog of the Sea of Mists to pretty much be like that movie, The Mist, right? I think it was called The Mist, where, ghost ships and ghosts would come in on this very enchanted mist. Some also similar to the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, something like that, where that's an event that happens, and I want that to be fuel. Or a possible event. Maybe it'll be an event generator, almost like the encounter story generator, but something a little bit more specific to a broader, like, instead of a creature, it's more like this event, right? Like, the Sea of Mists rolls inland, which will summon undead that will end horribly. Something like that. A little bit of a modifier to the generator. I think that'll be cool. But I gotta take a break and have me some lunch. 'Cause I didn't have me any breakfast. And all I did was suck down the caffeine. And I'm hungry. So yeah. So I'll probably come back and share some more of this insanity. Maybe ask what you might want to see. Haydenville. Haydenville is a very small town. I won't work on Ravenholm yet. The Frost Garden already has, Frost Goblins. It's got the Frost Goblin King. There's an entire quest arc that I've written for that. The Squirrelwood has a smaller quest arc, which is based out of Haydenville. But Squirrelwood is pretty impactful. It's an army of squirrels, right? An army of sapient, sentient, warrior, Roman, legion squirrels, which I really like. But there's that I could work on a little bit further. There's Two Rivers Forest. Not too much information there, but it is part of the area. I may not write anything on it. Who knows? Maybe I'll just have it as a part of the location generator. Shadow of Crows is pretty important. That's why they have scarecrows, right? The idea is that the entire northern region was cleared in Burtonville's history, and now there's a border, a giant border of this enchanted, wheats and barleys and just these fields, right, of grains that grow year-round and are guarded by these scarecrows, which are animated, right? And they are what's doing battle with the squirrel legions of the southern squirrelwood. Because originally, that entire realm, that entire region of Toblos was the squirrelwood. And now it's not, right? Yeah. Oh, which one do I work on when I get back? Anyway, you know what? Maybe I'll think a bit better with some food in me. So, I'm going to run away. And until then, you know, thank you for joining me and hanging out with me during this little bit of insanity. I hope the world building and the typing was, at least in some way, entertaining or informative or inspirational somehow. But I'm going to go. So,
Bye-bye. Hasta la vista.
what's the other one? Love, peace, and chicken grease.